and open a link for your web form along top as well, or whatever works easiest, but you're going to be using a form just like this. So all of the stuff that you enter into this is going to go in this. So it makes it easy for me to access data. And so you can see here, date, and put it into worksheet. When you enter this in this format, here's how it looks for me. And lead status, when you do seller called or mailed or new, it's going to show up for me like this right here. And I have it to where those colors, you don't have to worry about that. That automatically does that based off of whatever status it's in. But essentially, you can see how everything that you're entering on this form is going onto this spreadsheet and helping me out. So let's get started here. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to the next one, the newest one for the day. So you can always, to do that, you go up to the top where it says right click for options. I right click with my mouse and I simply click left tab to go next case. And that's going to pull up our next one. And essentially what you're looking for here is here's the criteria of what you need to be entering on that web form. And there's certain things where you're going to find these that are filed and you're not going to enter that information. But what you are going to be using is you want to make sure that the owner of the property who is evicting someone else, first off, that they live somewhere else, that they don't live in that address. We do not mail to those types of people. And you want to make sure that they have owned the home at least for five plus years. And as we get through here, we'll talk about the criteria and to when you don't enter stuff into this sheet. So let's go ahead and get started. So the next one here, Lewis Craig. I can tell you from my sheet that I've already called him here recently, but for the sake of that, let's go to next. But I've already entered him, and you may not know that, and I'm going to have a way to take duplicates out as well, so no worries with that. Let's go to the next case. Well, it's taking a little bit of time here. Okay, so you're going to know with this that eventually we will have a system to where you won't have to enter duplicates. If you see the same name that you've already entered multiple times, only enter the one time that you do it. You don't even have to worry about doing it another time. So especially if it's one that keeps repeating. So with that being said, we're not going to enter this one in the web form. So let's go ahead and go to next case and see what else we have. Okay, so once again, you can see that I'm in the address form. That's to where I can go to plaintiff and defendant. The defendant is always the tab you're going to click on to find the address. But for this note right here, you see how it says Beechwood Terrace for the plaintiff, for the person who owns the property. It's not actually a person's name. It's either an apartment complex or a bigger company. We are going to skip over those because they do this every day, and they're probably not looking to sell their properties. So we'll go ahead and go to next. And you can see here another one, Hermitage Garden Investments, LLC. We are not going to enter anything that says LLC. We could, but we're not going to for the sake of this. So make note that right now we're only looking for the ones that actually have names in the P1 section. So we're going to keep going next. And you can also see here 12 GT 10,304. You see how we've kept moving forward? You can, if you're ever curious as to what number we are, which you're going to have to use on the web form, for every eviction you'll have to enter the 12 GT and the case number. Well, that's what the case number is. So you can literally just do this, and pretty sure you can copy and paste. I don't know why I can't with this right now, but usually you should be able to copy and paste that over and keep that pretty easy. You can do the same with the street information as well, which we'll do in a minute. Let's just keep going next. This is another one, Prestige